Have you ever noticed that some people are almost impossible to manipulate? Psychology calls this cognitive resistance, the ability to think independently instead of automatically accepting what others want you to believe. If you relate to these signs, you may be much harder to control than the average person. The first sign is that you question things. You don't blindly accept information. Just because someone sounds confident, your mind naturally asks, does this actually make sense? You look for logic, evidence, and consistency because people who want to influence you rely on you accepting their claims without thinking. But when you analyze and ask questions, their power starts to disappear. The second sign is that you're comfortable saying no. Many people say yes because they fear conflict, rejection, or disappointing others. But if something feels unfair, uncomfortable, or against your values, you're willing to refuse. Control often depends on guilt and social pressure, and the moment you stop fearing the word no, you become much harder to influence. The third sign is that you notice inconsistencies. Someone says one thing but does another. They make promises they never keep. Their words sound kind, but their actions tell a different story. While others overlook these contradictions, your brain naturally spots patterns, and that awareness becomes an internal warning system. The fourth sign is that you don't depend on approval. You enjoy relationships, but you don't need constant validation to feel valuable. You don't sacrifice your self-respect just to be liked because praise, attention, and rejection only work when your self-worth depends on them. When your confidence comes from within, those tactics lose their power. The final sign is the one manipulators dislike the most, your silence. Many people try to provoke emotional reactions because emotions are easier to influence than logic. But instead of reacting instantly, you observe, think, and wait. That pause gives you something incredibly valuable, control over your own decisions. When you refuse to react impulsively, their power begins to disappear. The truth is, being difficult to manipulate isn't about being cold, rude, or stubborn. It's about protecting your ability to think for yourself. If you recognized yourself in these signs, remember this: mental strength isn't controlling other people, it's making sure